Today's video is all about power levels and why it's a good idea to not give away your power levels with people that you don't know well. You don't let them know how smart you are until you have figured out what type of person you are communicating with. I've been thinking a lot about this saying that I have been hearing a lot from an author and philosopher named Stephen Franson. And the saying is, don't give your power levels away. And I love this saying. It makes so much sense. And it really ties in to a lot of what I talk about here on this channel, which is that when you first meet someone and you don't know if they are kind, generous, honest, or if they are a toxic, covert manipulator, you just don't know. When I first meet someone, I want to use direct, honest communication and show them that I am not pretending to be something that I'm not. But there's this fine line between using direct, honest communication and protecting yourself. There is a fine line. It means that we are being cautious, that we're not playing our hand immediately, that we're not giving the other person all of our secrets and every detail of our life, because there is a risk involved when we expose ourselves. When we expose our power levels right off the bat, well, that can be a great thing if the person we're interacting with is a genuine, honest person. But if it's not, that's a big gamble, because they can then take all of the information about us. Now they are aware of our weaknesses. They are aware of our strengths, and they can use that to manipulate us. When I meet someone, I extend empathy and compassion to the other individual. And even if they are displaying some toxic traits, my first instinct is to believe what they're telling me and to extend empathy. But the minute that I am not receiving empathy from the other person or understanding, that's when I will stop extending empathy and compassion towards that person. I am going to match what they give me. And the reason that I follow this philosophy is because I personally think that if I am just extending empathy and compassion towards the other person, and they then are not extending compassion or empathy towards me, well, if I keep giving them empathy and understanding, then all I'm doing is giving them a free pass to abuse me. And that doesn't seem very smart. And trust me, I'm guilty of doing that in the past. So I'm not saying that I haven't done that. What I'm saying is that I have learned from my mistakes, and now I am cautious about showing my hand right away. And that's why I really like this saying, don't share your power levels with people that you don't know well. It makes a lot of sense. Don't show your power levels. I'm going to give you an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say you are working with an emotional manipulator, and let's call her Tina. And you're a new hire, and you just joined the office staff, and Tina is your boss, and she is not a nice person. Well, you don't want to give away your power levels to Tina right away, because if she's not sure how smart you are, then you can use that to your advantage. Playing dumb sometimes is a good thing, because it will expose the other person. When they think that you're dumb and they can manipulate you, then they will be less covert. And that's why it can be useful to not let the other person know what you know, to hold back. If you're living with a narcissistic family member or working with a narcissistic coworker, if there is a narcissist that you have to interact with regularly, then it's important not to give your power levels away. It means that when you take in new information and you gain knowledge, you don't let the narcissist know about that. You play dumb. It is a huge advantage for the target if a narcissist believes that you are less intelligent than you really are. For example, if you're working with a narcissistic coworker and you think that they are trying to put a spy tracker on the work computer or your cell phone or something shady like that, then you want to pretend like you don't know anything about technology. If you can, you play dumb. And that way, if they are fooling around with your phone or the work computer when you're not around, you will be able to catch them. If they think that you don't know much about technology, then they will absolutely try to use it against you. And you want to open that door for them. You want to hold the door open for them to act. And that way you can out them. Maybe not to the world, but to yourself. Then you will have confirmation that you're dealing with someone who is actively trying to sabotage you in some way, either emotionally, financially, socially. You can out them. And that's the advantage of not giving away your power levels, because when the narcissist thinks that there's an opening for them, they will take it. And it will just out them a lot faster when you do this. And also by keeping your power levels private for a while, when you do need to level up your dominance, it will come out of left field. They will be surprised because all along they've been thinking that you're just this complete moron that they can con and manipulate. So when you do take a stand or take action, often they'll be very surprised because they'll think, oh my gosh, I thought you were a moron. So that's the advantage of keeping your power levels a secret for a while. It might feel counterintuitive to portray yourself as a moron with a narcissistic family member or a narcissistic coworker or neighbor, etc. But this is a really great strategy at protecting yourself against a narcissist, because the dumber they think you are, the better it is for you. Because if you convince them that you are of low intelligence and that you don't know about this or that, they will then use those avenues to attack you and sabotage you. And they will out themselves very, very quickly. If they think that you don't know much about technology, then they might try to log into your accounts on your laptop because they don't think that you are smart enough to see what they're doing, or to look in your histories to see when was the last time someone logged into my account. Well, that's what I mean about by opening the door for the narcissist to take that route. It's pretty much when you convince the narcissist that you are of low intelligence in a certain area of life, what you're doing is you're giving them a big welcome sign to take that avenue to attack you. But little do they know that you are actually setting them up. That's why it's important to not reveal your power levels right off the bat when you're dealing with someone that you're unsure of. As always, stay strong and get toxic people out of your life. Bye.